Hi guys, and welcome to BigShadowsWorld. This is Big Shadow and we're on a Farming Simulator 2017 and it's just time to catch up and get a bit of work done. So we're going to transition straight in a few seconds and we'll get underway. Let's get back out of there. Beautiful looking day. Let's get rid of some of these buttons and we'll step away. So welcome to Farming Sim. Done a fair bit offline. Just so that people don't have to watch me drive round and round, and when a few people get here I'll go through some of the things that we've been up to. We have collected a hell of a lot of grass. We've put aside a fair bit of hay. We'll just wander down to the buildings now. The picture's looking pretty good. It's coming out on the screen. I might change the settings on that. I did have lots of fun with OBS. It's not actually OBS's fault, my fault, but lots of fun with OBS on Friday night. 5 hours it took me to fix an issue with OBS. Had to download it, but before I could download it I had to remove it, and before I could remove it I had to stop it. 5 hours it took me to find out why it wouldn't stop. So pretty interesting. I ended up accidentally having a link in a text document that I had scrolling, and I set it scrolling and it kept on opening up this web page in the background. There was about 50 web pages open. Yes, even when I shut down it automatically came back, so a bit of an issue, but it's well, it's sorted. Managed to delete it, managed to install a new one. Okay, so hopefully this is going to go through okay. Internet's notoriously bad, but let's have a look. I've got new settings, so I don't know if the settings are all the best at the moment. I'll have to try to remember the settings I had, but if it looks okay now. So since you've last saw us, we have 620,000 tons of potatoes. We had 800,000. We have processed some into pallets and sold it, and I split the money half and half with Stony. So Stony has a pile of money and I have a little bit of money. I'll explain why in a bit. Straw, we have 327 tons, and grass 430 tons, and I decided that I wanted some hay in the storage, so I did a couple of fields, and we have 240 ton of straw. So that's pretty cool. That looks like there's a paddock down there. There is. My sugarcane still hasn't done anything. I think that's going to have to change the map style to Paraguay or something like that, the seasons, in order for that to grow. Hello. 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 Yeah, so we'll see what happens there. Let's have a little look at what's been going on. We'll go for a little trip around the place. The little paddock down here. I did a purchase, 98, and 96. I purchased this one over here, 96. This little baby in here. The reason being, these paddocks 63, 64, and 68, I harvested. And it was getting very close to going over midnight. So as I mowed, they're all grass. As I mowed the grass, I needed somewhere to dump them. So they all came. I brought this little paddock, dumped all the grass here, turned it into hay, and then sold the paddock afterwards. So yeah, so we've done a fair bit of grass work. That's canola. This is still updating the map. You'll see in a moment that there is only a few places coming on, and they will be, of course, they will be sugar beet. Those ones there. That's our next little harvest. Okay, and that is first day of autumn, I think, or tomorrow. In-game tomorrow anyway. So let's have a little look-see. We've also done some stuff. If you haven't been here for a while, sold off a fair bit of machinery. We'll relinquish the leases, send them back, reset this. This is now fairly well self-proficient. We're getting a bit of wood chip out of there, and it's restocking here, and I think we will end up with a surplus which we can then sell. So it will be just a matter of supplying it with logs and moving stuff around. Just got another thing I need to do. Yeah, the reason I didn't answer the phone, of course, is because anyone that rings me on a unlisted number, tough bickies. Just want to open something up. Okay, just bear with me for a second. And we are back. Let me see if I can get back here. Radio. I just watched, opened something to have a look at something, and a nice little ad in the background. I hate that. Hate ads. Now I've got myself a little bit lost in the game, but never mind. Righty-o, come on, let's walk. There we go. Okay, so that's going well. So all I'll have to do is deliver the logs, and it should keep on producing, and keep moving the tables around the place. So I'll be happy with that. At the back, pallets are being formed, so we're doing okay. There is sufficient in there for the moment to go for a while. I will have to get another trailer log and go pick up some more or move these logs over. It's a shame they're so far away, but that's just life. Okay, so that's going well. The system should have caught up with itself now, so let's pop into the fabrics, and we can see that we have fuel and logs in there producing away, the pallets producing away. Compost master is going well, 32,000 tonne there, and I've taken some of that and did I palletize it? Sold it. Anyway, sold some of it and put some more waste in there to keep it going. Pig farm, this is Stoney's, 32 little baby piggies, and a whole pile of stuff there. And I've established the second pig farm, and I've just put in 9 little pigs, and that's why I've got a limited money, and 3 little babies there. Good. Rightio, just got to quieten something. Oh, don't do that to me. Just got to quieten something down, just a little bit too loud. Okay, so we're off again. Something's annoying me. Okay, just bear with me for a moment. And we're back. Sorry about that. What are you going to do, hey? Now I've just got to fix a little issue. No, it's alright. Okay, so anyway, what was I doing? Oh, I'm going to check Stoney's paddock out down here. It should be ready for a harvest. Yep, nice long grass there that needs mowing, so that's good. Yeah, we just did the animals, so they're fine. We do have Stoney's, here it is here. So he's got a few pigs in there. He's purchased some more, stuck them in, which is a good thing. So we've got more there. Pity the little babies don't show up. That's a shame, really. But they've got plenty of food. They'll go for a while. He's got all his equipment there. We did store some silage. Just somewhere to put it. I didn't want to sell everything. And I have no silage storage facilities. So that's a shame. We've done a few things around the place. As I said, we have the compost plant all working away, producing. Bit of a bitch this, but the conveyor won't pick up from here. So it's a glitch from there. It won't pick up. Gonna have to use a bucket, but I'm still lazy, so I'm just gonna move it from there to there and let it load the trailers, because I'm not gonna piss fat around loading trailers and stuff like that. Oh, that's pretty loud. So that's okay. So that's going really good. Not much return on it, but all return helps, and it would be really good once we get a fair bit of waste. You can see all the machinery's gone. We did have a whole stack of palletized potatoes down here. There's some still over here, which is good. And we can sell those off. 2,000 a pop, so we do need, we always end up with an odd amount because the truck takes 45 tons. So we do a couple of trucks at a time and sort it through. It was pretty fun trying to refuel that. I took it there, it wouldn't refuel. I had to disconnect it to refuel it, which is a pain. And I couldn't refuel it by the little truck, so that was a bit of a nuisance as well. So yeah, so that's good. We've got rid of most of the machinery that was leased. I still do have no, I have nothing now. Let's have a little look. So that's purchased. I purchased that one, that's where my money's gone. Yep, let's have a look at the leased. So still do have 2 that are leased, and we'll get rid of those later. And there is still the sewing machine that needs to be exchanged at a later date. I think Stoney just put a crop in. It's noisy when you run past this machinery. I don't know how people live here. These poor buggers. Yeah. So here's my other little one. Got a ton of potatoes in there. Bit of water. I'm short on wheat, barley, so that might be an issue. Grass, I do have tons stored, plenty of water. So my biggest problem there is a bit of wheat. We didn't put enough in here. We can sort that out later. Keep my animals in. Compost. Let's just duck down here. Yep, it's undercover. We only have the one in at the moment, but it's full. And this one here, for example, will be sitting around 30%, so that's okay. But it's a fair amount, that's for sure. I think 280 tonne of it or something. Okay, most of these fields are getting cleared. The grass at the moment, we are up this end here. So if I change that, put the grass on. All these have been harvested. We do have quite a few over here. Accidentally leased this property here, which is sugar beets. and I can't harvest it till tomorrow, so it's costing me. I thought it was grass, and yeah, I already invested too much and I didn't want to lose the crop. So if we're looking at harvesting, we have these ones here available. So we're going to do these 3 here, and then these ones, and I'm hoping to purchase this one, and make a whole row there, or maybe these 3, but lease these ones and get rid of them. Good. This crop down here, machinery is sitting there costing me money, but again, that should be ready tomorrow. And here we have all the stuff ready to go. So what we do is this little tractor can't handle 3 blades at once. However, it does manage to handle these ones. So conveniently, it does a pretty good job here. I do have 11 hours left. We are on 27, 28 and 29. And what we'll do is we'll just grab those, lease. And this does drive this, which is good. Not too bad, just does just enough to keep it going. And we go around, we just leave a nice line down the middle, and then I change it over with the single blade and the gatherer, so I can just run around and do it all in one go. So it works quite well. Still got to do 2 trips, but I can do it with this tractor rather than the big expensive one. So we do own this now, so thank goodness we're saving some money. Well, thank goodness I'm saving some money. Stoney's doing okay. He's about to change his tractor though, so when he sells that, he'll be purchasing a new one, so we'll see how he goes after he's spent all his money as well. So I leased all 3 at once because I'm just going to go straight down the line all the way around. I do like the way they've done this map. They've got the spacing, so I don't go off, oh, a little bit too wide there, but that's close enough. I could get a bit closer. It's not worth buggerising around with. Equipment just gets caught up on it. So it's a fairly big field. It will produce a lot of grass, and so this is what we'll be doing a little bit later. Get a fair bit done. The main thing is we've got to do all this stuff today. Come tomorrow in game, it's all sugar beets. Need to get as much money as possible because we need the machinery to harvest the sugar beets. Get as much under silage. I don't know whether we can turn it to silage during winter. Certainly need to get it all sorted. Am I down? No, I can keep going. Good. Big size fields, these ones. Don't have enough money to purchase them, but yeah, that's just one of those things. Yeah, it was LittleShadow's mum that rang, just arranging for him to come over here and stay during the school holidays. Extra, he's always here, but she needs to go away, so instead of being over there and mum going away, finding somewhere else for him to go, he's coming here, of course. Okay, so there's a fair whack to do here. These little creeks are a pain. I've got to find a mod that lets you put in bridges. Okay, so I'm not going to do all this. I'll just get back to the start point. You don't need to watch me do this. I've got other things to do as well. Been a long week, I can tell you right now. Been a bit of a pain. Been trying to get a mod to work actually, and it's a butchery, and yeah, I can't get it to load up. I can get it into the mod file, but Farming Sim doesn't recognize it. It won't find it just as normal. I do own that field. It's just hooked up with the other one over there. Just a little bit of a crossover. Get that occasionally. Okay, so we're back on our line again. And then from there, around we go again. So we always leave that line smack bang in the middle. You can see the grass growing out of it. And when I go around, I will be picking up, mowing the front, off the front, and picking up off the back. So it's pretty quick. I could have another tractor follow us, but that's labour, that's costs. We're not about playing those lines. If someone wants to jump on and go and do all that, just get the mods, you'll be fine. Been away for a little bit. Yeah, like I said, busy week. Very busy. A little bit of background music from Audio Nordex. They're pretty good. Just, lots of little bit of music you can pull out of there, a lot of different genre. And yeah, Audio Nordex, pretty good. Oh, you got the thing still down the bottom. I'll remove that. Cool. Oh, rats. I might be able to get those two at once. I've still got to come down here anyway, but it'll just be one line. So it's a bit of a clean up job down here, but that's okay. So normally if I tow this by itself I get up to 20 k's cruising around, but doing this I'll get 12 k's, but yeah, it will certainly be a lesser, well, I'd be using one more tractor, so I'd be doing one more whole trip around. So 12 k's, it's still going to be quicker and cheaper than using an extra tractor and doing an extra trip around. Ooh, push the wrong button. There we go. So nice little job here. As I said, it's last day of summer, and if we look at the seasons, I don't know if I can do that while driving. I can, and we'll see that we'll be able to harvest our sunflower, soybeans, corn and sugar beets tomorrow. There's very little corn, very little soybean and sunflower, but I can get the soybean. There's 2 fields of that, and I'll grab that tomorrow. Well, in-game tomorrow, which will probably be today. There's a fair bit of harvesting going on, as you do. It's part of being a farmer. Can't get away from it. Well, you can, but you won't make any money. Yeah, I've got a good week coming up, couple of weeks on holidays for a week, so I'll be here very regular. Some commitments have been finished, so I'll be here a lot more regular, which is good. And also I get to go play in a 777 Boeing 777 simulator for 3 days the week after. So spend 3 days in a 777 simulator, and that's going to be fun. Just got to learn how to teach other people how to use it, which is cool. So we'll be using it for yeah, well, teaching a few people, getting them to do some things and assessing them. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, I should have just ignored that bit. Anyway, so next week, yeah, busy week next week. Last week before a term break, so everything happens. Most of my kiddies should have finished their flying this week. Hopefully they all finish today, or their phase of training anyway. So if they finish their phase of training, it would be good. They're back in next week for horrible theory, but that's okay, got to do it. We're going to be talking about engines, systems, turbochargers, superchargers, all the fun stuff in life. And how do they all work? And how do you know if they're broken? All the good stuff. Wondering whether I should do a whole series of aviation theory. Not going to be for many people, of course. It'll never be super popular, but you know, 1 or 2 people might like it. I might like it. So that's who matters. Bit of work though. Bit of copyright stuff. My God, that'll be a nightmare. I'll have to make you buy all your own books. But yeah, we could do a bit of meteorology, bit of systems, bit of aerodynamics, Oh, all the fun stuff. Bit of lore, just for fun. It's not fun, I can tell you. Bit of loading for aircraft, bit of weight and balance, performance, planning. Oh, man, there's 12 months worth of non-stop streaming straight up. But as I said, it would only be for 1 or 2 people, not everybody would be interested. I might put a little link in the bottom there, and let's see if people want to know anything or having trouble, they can ask. That might be easier. Some idiot parked their stuff on the road here. Oh, that would be me. Yeah, so certainly looking forward to the Boeing's 777. That's going to be very, very interesting. Never flown a 777, of course. As I gather, you guys probably haven't either. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll definitely do that. I'm going to go through some aviation theory, stick it around the place, do it at a regular time. There's about 7 subjects. If you're in Oz, there's 7. That's Australia. If you're in Europe, they break it down into 14. Still 7 subjects, but they break it into 14. We think it's so they can do more exams and charge you more, but don't quote me on that because that's a bit cheeky. But that's alright. I've done all 14. I don't mind. And paid for it. So hopefully the sound's coming through okay. Hopefully the vehicle's not too loud. That's why I'm sitting back up here. Music, it's not too loud. Hopefully it's not annoying you. Hopefully it's just me that's annoying you. Oh, I did. The old Kids Education Centre is coming along. I purchased 5 microphones and I got a couple of stands, long arm stands, a couple of poppers and some power systems on the way. So slowly gathering the stuff. I think I spent probably 180 US bucks to get some of this stuff. Got a bit more to go, but we'll get there. LittleShadow's plans of opening up his kids centre. Well, it's a good plan actually, I like it. So that's all under the way. This little studio booths, stuff's been sorted, so they're ready to be made. And yeah, things like that, so that's good. Desks are all ready. The backdrops, the green screens are all almost ready. So I just got a bit of work to do on those. The kitchen, commercial kitchen type things, I got most of the stuff laying around. Got a few things to buy for that. Kitchen material, I tell you what, it's expensive. So that's good, so that's not going to be too hard. The broadcast booth is, yeah, that's going to be a bit of work, a bit of cost, but we'll get there. And the news desk is a, oh, that's news desk, is a news desk. It's the green screen which makes the news desk, so that's good. The interview lounge, now that's interesting. I saw one the other day and it was for free and I was too slow. Oh, it was a bugger. A nice little leather lounge, seat a few people, would have been perfect for the kids, but never mind. PCs, well that's going to be the hard bit, that's the expensive bit. Old PCs and monitors. So, oh well, anyone got any second-hand ones, I'm quite happy to take them off their hand. There are kids 7 till 13, so, you know, some of them don't have to be that great. So they can be a little bit out of date. I don't mind Windows 7, I prefer Windows 7 personally. And the premises, of course, the premises are the major cost. So really got to be ready to go and then straight in and get it all sorted the moment that's located. Finding one suitable is the important thing. Oh, come and get right between those lines. Okay, have to move away. Yeah, it should be able to accommodate 6 to 8 kids every afternoon after school, till about 6 p.m. and let them learn, experiment and record, broadcast. Not well, no, they don't have to publish it. They do what they like, whatever their parents say. And yep, the business name's all registered, all those things all done. They're going to do their own little cooking things, so how to cook for 7 and 13-year-olds. So things that they can cook. So I've got someone lined up to come and do the cooking, show them how to do it, and they can do it alongside him. And if the parents are poor old suckers, they can they can eat their food. Hey Shavim, welcome to the stream, mate. Yeah, quite an early morning today. Well, not really, it's coming up 11 o'clock. Just had a few issues with OBS. I managed to crash it completely. Put it in a perpetual loop and had to reinstall it. So it took 5 hours to get it off the system. So and back on. Yeah, so very entertaining Friday night for me. Hence no 7 days to die. And this is just a nice little chill stream, bit of farming, just to catch up, finish the day off, or the game day off, and then set it out, ready for the beats tomorrow. And how's things with yourself? It is Sunday, I actually worked yesterday actually. Doing assessments and briefings for the next group of pilot students. That was quite fun. It's never fun. Work's never fun. Flying's fun, but ground stuff's never fun. But got to do it. Get the right kids in. Well, people. They don't have to be kids. Okay, I think that's done now. So up with you. Off. And let's park you over here. Don't want to leave it on the road, it's going to be in the way. Hopefully I'll get through, squeeze on through. Look, beautiful parking spot, built just for us. Excellent. Poor old tractor's getting dirty. Only brought this yesterday. It seems like yesterday. Yes, I had to reload the whole lot. I had an all-nighter. Oh, good. It's a before sleep steam for you? Oh, no worries, mate. I'll catch you after you wake up as well. I'll be here. Probably not playing the same game, of course. I will be killing zombies. I can tell you what, it's getting quite good that... oh, unfold, I thought I did. It's getting good 7 days to die. With the military squad coming through, the zombies. The police spitter. The vultures are over. No doubt the bears been through. No doubt they're all going to come again on Horde Night. I got a funny feeling the whole lot are going to come on Horde Night. And during the day, I had nothing at night, and during the day it was just non-stop. It was intense. I was right to stream last night, actually. I came home from work and had a nana nap. I laid down about 5:30 for a few minutes and woke up about 9:30. It's a bit slack, I tell you. It's one of those days, one of those weeks, actually. I got a week's worth of work to do next week, and I've got about half a day available to do it. So I don't know how I'm going to accomplish that. Delegate and delegate and delegate. Yeah, level 80. Yeah, that's I didn't realise it got up so quick there. That was pretty quick. I don't mind it hard. I certainly could have used LittleShadow on the roof with his sniper rifle. So he was telling me, "Yep, Dad, you need me on the roof, bud, with the sniper rifle. You'll be okay then. You can work outside." Yeah, funny. That is what you learn in college, how to finish a month's work in one night. Except I'm not working at night. If I can't do it during the proper time, it doesn't get done. Oh, I'm an idiot. Yeah, yes, I know. You already knew that. Sorry, stream. When you're up, not off. That's it. Excellent. Now I did make some hay. I don't need any more. I've got 230 tonne of it, so that's pretty cool. Oh, my microphones arrived, Shavim. The microphones, I've got 5 microphones, a couple of stands, and some poppers, but they're at the post office. They couldn't find my house. I mean, the courier comes here a couple of times. He's been here 5 times in the last week, but one of them couldn't find the house. I can't find the address. And I do need power units for them, so the power units are on the way as well. So they're coming as well. I wish Amazon had a little thing there saying you will need this, and this. Put together the pack. But I got 5, so that's pretty good. That will work well with the kids' education centre. LittleShadow I'm going to hook up as soon as possible, so that he has it out the back and we can test it and run it. and I might even do it out the front. We'll just have to see about that. I'm going to chuck the grass in the silo. It's a long way away. If I could get across the river easy, I'd take it to the silage pit over there, but it's a real pain to cross over. Oh, I thought I got stuck on running someone over then. No, not really. So we're getting a bit in those tanks, which is really good. I'm glad I put it down. I'd be totally screwed otherwise. We'd have to bale it and store it in the shed, which we haven't got a shed, so. Yeah, the DC, yeah, I had to go through and search. The one they had is basically US only, 110 volt, so I had to make sure I could get the one which was usable over here. We're 240 volt. So it wasn't really just a matter of grabbing a pack, but that's cool. Yeah, his mum just rang a little while ago actually. Timing's impeccable as always. She's off overseas again. So Little Shadow's here again, which is good. I love it. Except for 3 days. I was just saying, got 3 days in the 777 sim in a couple of weeks' time. Actually, yeah, I've got to have a look at that, install it so I can see where the mute buttons are on the mics. So you can see I've used the 2 blades to go down, and I've got the line down the middle, run over this, and I can pick up the middle line, mose it as we go. Gives me a good track of where that uncut grass is, so that works really well, and it's only 2 trips. Yeah, it says you can use it, and I'm pretty sure if I plugged it in it would work, but I'd rather have the power source to make sure that Little Shadow comes through, and some of the other kids that come over here recording. Some of them are pretty quiet, so I'd want to get the maximum out of the mics as I can. Yeah, they're going to look so professional. So I've still got about $300, $400 to spend on stuff, well, that I've spent, so that's going good. Cams, I don't think I need as many cams. I do need to get some recording equipment. Well, I do need cameras, but not just face cams. I need to mount some cams into the roof and stuff, and onto booms from the ceiling down onto a kitchen area, and set up some recording that can actually record like a news desk and stuff. So I've got a bit of searching to do around the place, just to find all the different types of camera that I can hook in. I hope Little Shadow knows I'm spending his inheritance. Not that there's much of it, I can tell you. Yeah, so I'm going to have it all set up, proper recording booth, screens, the lot, they're all set. Yeah, I was just talking, saying the PCs are going to be the expensive bit. I'll put a call out for any second-hand ones I can get for a while, with Windows, of course. Anyone updates and wants to give away theirs to a kids' education centre, give us a yodel, we'll have it. Just clear off all your private stuff so we can just set it up for games or OBS with OBS, and we'll get some commercial editing products if I can find some good ones. Oh, yeah, sorry, guess what I was doing? I was reading your message. Yeah, it's yeah, not 6 or 7, maybe 4, 5, 4. Oh, 6 and 7. What's the difference? Well, they'll have to teach them how to switch, make them proper little cameraman, won't we? Eh? Yeah, so we can capture the specific feeds. So, for example, someone's cooking in the middle, so that they're cooking, so that one screen's can show them and they're cooking, and the other, then we can flip across to the kids cooking as well without having to move the desk. So we can have like 3 cooking spots, or maybe 2 cameras so that the kids can do their interviews and stuff like that, just from different views and different angles. It's pretty big little setup that I got planned. Want to give them the opportunity to do as much as possible to experience everything they can relating to well, electronic media, multimedia, stuff like that. So they can flip through and do a little bit like Twitch stream and stuff, do live stream, etc., and then so switch cameras if they want to. So someone's controlling the OBS, switching, transitioning screens and stuff. It's a big job. That will take a while to teach them that. Yeah, Kickstarter or GoFunding. Yeah, it's just one of those things. I have to work out how to write the proposal, and you know, I don't want to tell too many. Well, too late. I already told everybody. But, I do have a lot of ideas that people just jump in and steal, but I don't mind if the kids benefit, as long as no one gets in and rips the kids off. That's the main thing. Wow, it's a long trip to drop some grass off. Yeah. Did I push the H button? Oh, I hate that. The only thing I don't like about the funding organisations and stuff is they take a cut and I don't mind it's money from, you know, people are donating money. I don't like organisations taking money that away from the purpose it was meant to be used for. You know, it's if I donate $1, I want $1 to be used for the purpose I donated it, not 50 cents or something out of $1. I don't know what the figures are. I have to have a look at them. I just, that's things that irk me sometimes, that they take way more than I consider ethical. Same as some of the charitable organisations where people, you know, chase donations and things like that, and most of the money is spent chasing the donations, which is why people don't donate to them in the first place, is because the money's not going to the charity, it's being spent before it gets there. So unfortunately that's just one of the things I have to deal with myself. Yeah, mine's for kids, but I'm not charging the kids. It's for the kids to learn, for the kids to do it. It's not for me. The kids do what they want to do. Yeah, it's not for me to make money. I don't want to make money. I want to make subsidised so that kids don't have to pay as much. Got to eat, of course, but I don't eat much. Well, I do eat much, but I don't need much. I get enough working where I work. What's that, he says? Someone who works says they get enough working where they work? What? Are you crazy? No one's ever said that before. Kickstarter basically earns for free. How much do you think it will cost for the average traffic website? Which I just pay partial portal. I'll have to read that in a sec. Just got to do some turns here. Yep, so I've got a whole pile of kits all geared up, ready to go. I can't fit them all in my house, that's the problem. I have a little camp over, I end up with 5 kids in my house, and they all bring their laptops, they all get there, they all start recording. It's a scream, except one of them always needs to use my computer, which is very sad. Concentrate, I'm an idiot again. Yeah, so generally I just miss out. But they all got their little YouTube channels, they're all pissed off at YouTube. They're funny. Gotta love them. It was part of their idea to use the videos they made to raise money to run their own funding for their own education centre, so they didn't have to ask their mum for money. It's funny. You gotta love them. They're great kids. If I set it up right, you know, I think there's a potential for people that also want to stream and don't have the equipment. You know, they want a recording booth or something like that. That they can come and use and things like that, or recording systems, setups. They can come and stream from or record to and stuff like that. So, I want to do a very good job of it. Shooting at YouTube. Yeah, that was an employee, wasn't it? Yeah. Disgruntled at getting abused all the time. Oh, okay. No, I didn't. I heard there was a shooting. Didn't hear the news. It was an Iranian YouTuber pissed at CZ because of the demonstrations. In this world, it doesn't matter the nationality. People get pissed. They just lose the plot. And pissed as in annoyed, aggravated. So nationality is irrelevant to me. People are, it's issues all over the world. Oh yeah, for the monetization, yeah. As I said, LittleShadow got his 10,000 views and subscribers and all that, and it was all ready to go. Because he'd been making a few cents prior to the last change, so he was making, made $2.58 or something. So he was really happy that he had money to put towards his little venture. And then they changed the rules, and he just a touch short of the 10,000, and they changed the rules on him again. He got the 10,000 before the cutoff, but it's irrelevant. He would have just got it and lost it again. So I'm going to move him to Twitch. Because he might as well have fun and interact. YouTube, again, for these kids, it's really not much to offer. Oh, what have I done? I've hit the H button again. Because for a 10-year-old to get 1,000 subscribers, when he's only available, a little bit, it's going to be impossible, for a long time. So he might as well get to Twitch, where he just needs 50 followers and watch time. Well, he gets the watch time. He gets quite a bit of watch time, actually. He does well. A good average too. Then he can become an affiliate, and he can maybe make a few dollars towards what he wants to do in life. Yeah, the moment someone comes out with an equivalent of YouTube and can address that monetization, I believe, a quick clickbait, bang, nothing. Sorry, you're not getting a cracker. I believe it should be a watch time. So something like, if you've got a video out, then it needs to be watched for 5 minutes, or an average of 5 minutes or something, to be eligible, not 5 seconds. It needs to be original too. I get quite annoyed watching, you look at YouTube and you see Twitch fails or stuff like that. Actually, that was funny. I got a follower. And it's a guy that makes Twitch fails. So, hi guys, I'm here. I haven't failed. Well, I do mess up quite often, but I haven't failed. Yeah, so I got a subscriber on my YouTube because I've put some Twitches up there. I record from here and take across and put it onto YouTube later. And I got a subscriber that makes Twitch fail videos, so I think he expects good things from me. That's so funny. Yeah. Yeah, so don't worry, I'll mess up, well and truly. Unless he saw the one where LittleShadow shot me and I just stone cold silent and didn't say anything. That was funny. Oh, wrong button again. I've got to stop doing that. I just want the G. Got to find the G spot. That's what it is. $12 in game. It's good. Yeah, but again, YouTube, you know, their decisions are based on pure economics. You know, there's some people there that certainly needed to be banned and they've never bothered because they make too much money. It's straight, obvious fact. You know, they introduced policy there where well, a bit of what would you call it? Yeah, you know, a no boob policy, and then but you look there and it's just boobs everywhere again, which I don't mind. I like boobs, but you know the policy was, and there you are. You've got a video which is just purely 85% of the screen's taken up with boobs, and the rest 15% is the person, and as if it's about some content. It's not. It's about the boobs, which is fine. You've got assets, use them, but you know, a company doesn't need to pretend that they're doing things and kicking people for stuff like that if they're not going to kick the ones that are making them a lot of money. Twitch has actually put their policy in, I believe, as well about boobs, but you know, again, male audience likes boobs, but we're not all going to sit there and watch it all day. But well, most of us aren't anyway. Well, I hope not. Yeah, a lot of psychology in some of the recordings and their setups. Certainly know what they're doing. You know, some of the recordings in the bedroom, for example, where they have their studios in their bedroom, the backdrops, the bed, and all those things, and you know, it creates a implied invitation. You know, and again, it's a male will start fantasizing about stuff because you're in the bedroom type thing, and it's on purpose. They know what they're doing, the girls. Sub 15s, that's right. Yep, that's it. But Yeah, I don't watch any of Logan's or Jake's. I just don't put them on at all. Never will, never have, never will. I heard enough reports about his activities to not even want to even go to look. And I'm also mindful that, you know, I've got kids in the house and... Oh, I've done it again. Got kids in the house, so I'm always mindful of what they see as they wander around the place. I'd rather go have them watch and play stuff like 7 Days or some of these games rather than watch some of these idiots. There's some really, really good YouTubers out there, really good streamers for Twitch as well. No, he doesn't watch them. LittleShadow's pretty good actually. He's pretty good at telling you who's an idiot and who's not. That was pretty messy. But you've been up all night. Oh, there's a bit. That's where I got to pick up from. Yeah, so lease these fields, get them done, relinquish the lease. Only cost a little bit of money that way. Mind you, those guys probably think I'm a total idiot myself, but that's just life. Can't please everybody. I'm not trying to please everybody, I'm trying to please myself and those that find it entertaining. Still want to keep a few morals in the world. Remove the stupidity from people. Well, not remove it, just let's see if we can prevent it forming to start with. People aren't stupid, they're just taught to be stupid. Well, no, sorry, they're not taught to be stupid, they're taught stupid's okay. Same thing. I wish they'd wash my tractor every time I went through. Look at how filthy it is. Let's go for a drive. Look at my dirty boots, made a mess everywhere. I got traffic off, it's jamming up all the time down in a certain area, so I haven't got it back. Flat Earth, oh, that's fantastic, I love that. Like I see a YouTube yesterday or something on Facebook saying a large proportion of the US actually, high school kids actually believe the Earth is flat. And again, it's someone teaching them. It's not same as someone teaches it round, but it's not their own views. It's someone's teaching them. Just about everything you know is taught to you, whether it's good or bad. Yeah, I reckon the Flat Earth Society is really just set up so it can be a non-profit organisation and tax deductible. Or we need to make a society that government can't tax. Let's call it Flat Earth Society. That will do, and we'll pour our money into there. They won't be able to tax us. It'll be just like a church. Oh God, I just get a slap from 60 billion people around the head. The NRA. As a club, bud, as a club. They're all starters in the clubs. So I should do, register mine as not for profit. I should register it because it is not for profit, but what a pain in the backside. Oh, I've done it again. Yeah, I know. I can register it not for profit and stuff like that. The only thing is I can't put all Matthew's money into a not-for-profit organisation, so because I'm the one funding it at the moment. So you know, if I registered as normal, then he will always have ownership of it. You know, so come the day I fall off the perch, it will be his. If I put it all as a charitable not-for-profit organisation, then I've just put his inheritance basically into a charity that, you know, it's not his anymore. So he's only 10. I've got to make sure I allow for him. Yeah, and that's why I crowdfund it. Yeah, yep. But yeah, if you want to have a read about what it's about, you can have a look at. I've read it on my webpage actually, which is linked in the Twitch. It's also on Patreon, but the Patron, or whatever you want to call it. The only person who donates to that is LittleShadow. He takes his pocket money and sticks it in there. He might as well just give it to me direct, but he wants to do it through there, so I lose percentage of it, of his own pocket money coming back to me. It's funny, but he wants to do it there because he wants to show his support. So he's funny. He gives me $20 a month on a patron, and yeah, some of it comes back. It comes from my pocket in the first place. It's funny, but no, Dad, I've got to do it through proper ways because we want it to go to the proper place, and I want to show you that I care because I want it to. So yeah, it's really funny. But yeah, what I'm talking about is on my webpage. A few things on there, but what we're interested in is the Kids Education Centre is what we're talking about. Good thing about me is I don't need new equipment either. Second hand, because like I said, kids 7 to 13, oh, they do have big demands, but hey, they just got to get over themselves. It's you know, they just need the equipment that works. So second hand stuff for me is okay. As long as it can drive the Steam and a few of the games and OBS and run a few things at once, recording. A mainframe to run the whole lot would be just way too expensive. Linking it all through one, that's the ultimate goal, of course. Just hook it all into a big mainframe and run it out from there. Okay, I think this end's done. I am in Australia. Yes, everything is thrown away. I could go dumpster diving and pick up a whole pile of all the stuff I need. As I said, there was looked like a almost brand new lounge across the road, and I was just too slow. I saw it there and I thought, oh, if that's still there, I'll go have a look. And a vehicle pulled up and picked it up off the curb. So yeah, what a shame. Okay, so that's done. Oh, I've got to stop doing that. Well, did the job anyway. Okay, so they're done. Yeah, it's certainly a lot of stuff thrown away in this country. 27, cancel. 28, cancel. 29, cancel. Look how it leaves just a little bit. Yes, the big thing for me, of course, is Mordell. How you going, buddy? Welcome to the stream. The dumpsters are very crowded. You can put things on the lawn and they're gone in hours. Yeah, damn right. I was just saying about the lounge chair across the road, and I was on the way to work, and it was beautiful. It was perfect for the kids. Yeah, as I got in the car, backed out, it was like, oh, I'll go look at that. And then as I got to the corner, there was a ute and trailer there picking it up already. So, what a shame. It's definitely a throwaway society. Which is a shame, because a lot of that stuff really, in my view, has got a lot of value still. But you can't sell it because people just throw stuff out on the curb, which means your stuff's no longer worth anything. So you might as well throw it out on the curb as well. Little Shadows movies coming along quite nicely. We've worked out our script and things like that, and where we're going to film it, and the scenes and stuff. So his little, well, it's going to be a YouTube video, but a series, but we'll see where it ends up. So his little mini series is coming along quite nicely as well. So yeah, he's got some good little plans there for that. It's apocalyptic, of course, because he's 10, so you've got to have soldiers and you've got to have survival and stuff like that. So it's pretty easy to see what kind of movie it's going to be. But yes, it's the kids. The kids have to survive. Unfortunately, the parents, mostly all the adults, kind of disappear around the place, except for a few randoms and soldiers, of course, and stuff like that. So we'll see how that goes. We've got to do some, he's collecting some sounds at the moment, so doing a little bit of sound collecting. So he wants a little bit of sound bites to use, and which is good, So he's a good little filmmaker. He's certainly keen, that's the thing, so I've got to encourage him as much as possible. So I reckon his little series there will probably run about 15 to 20 episodes, I reckon, based on his plan, his description of what's going on. Spoiler alert, his dad gets shot. Yeah. Do I survive? You'll have to wait for the whole video, mate. You'll have to wait for the series. And I got to find an animator. I really got to find an animator for another little animation series. Well, animation. Well, there's two videos. What do you call them? Yeah, you call them videos. Short animated movies is what I'll call them. One's very short, and the other one's like a little series type thing. So I've got to find an animator. An animator that doesn't want money. Unless I make money, then they can have money, I don't care. I'm an idiot. Oh God, what am I doing? Let's get you back up so I can see what's going on. Very deep subject matter for a 10-year-old. Wars, mate. Kids have been talking about battling wars forever. yeah, he's very deep subject matter, but he goes into it very, very well. He comes up with all these little plots and stuff of how things happen and what's happening, and very imaginative. So he wants to make a video, so we're going to make a... Oh, I can't do anything anyway. What do I need? Need to lease the property, don't I? $30 and 30. 30. I'll just get 30 to start with. I'll have a look, see where this goes. He's got plans for the... he was going to get his 10,000 and put it on YouTube, you see, and he was going to use the money for the kids centre again. So everything he does is related to that kids centre. But yeah, so he's going to have to find someone who's got... Oh, I do know someone who's got all those views and subs, and put it on there, do a bargain or something, or work out how to make money off it. Without losing all his money. Yeah, we'll work something out. You've got to encourage the kids. Try to guide them as you can. Well, that one's empty. I'm glad I didn't lease it. I've already done this one. That's good. Can I sneak over the paddock? Yes, I can. Excellent. Yeah, so that's a couple of plans I've got going on. Just got to find the time. The two animated videos are basically, one's a series, but one's a short based off some writings I got published a few years back. Well, geez, published in 2002, 2001. Long time ago. Didn't know I was a famous author, did you, Shavim? Oh, I've done lots of stuff in my time. LittleShadow and himself were extras in the film. Well, I was an extra in quite a few films, but LittleShadow was an extra in the film Paper Planes. That was filmed at in Perth, where we are, and they actually used the 737 that I have at work. Yeah, but they didn't actually use the footage from inside the aircraft, but they did use the footage from inside the hangar. So yeah, so he was a little bit of an extra on board the aircraft with the young kid when he was going to Japan in Paper Planes. But a shame it wasn't, they didn't use the footage from inside. But he had fun making it, that was good. Yeah, LittleShadow gets his creativity. Yeah, we just talk about it all the time and let him talk about what he wants to do, and if he says something, and then I just lead him down a line and see where he goes and throw in a few ideas, and ones that he likes and some that he'll just say, "You're an idiot, Dad." Got to let him make up his mind about what's good and what's bad. I just give him options. I was devastated when he told me I get shot, but the good news is I don't die. He looks after me, which is good. I don't know whether that's an afterthought or it was planned, but I'm going to survive. So that's a spoiler alert, but I love it. Oh, when he was laying down in the closet, yes, yes. Little Shadow's first video ever. He was 2.5, 3 for that one. And he moved into the closet. He had to live in the closet, in the kitchen cupboard actually. Yeah. His dad rented out his room, so he had to live in the closet, kitchen cupboard. He's very entertaining, very entertaining. If you want to have a look, it's on YouTube. It's Shadowcreeper8, and just look for Little Shadow's creations. Well, it's his dad's creation, but yeah. Actually, I have to spend some more time with him with his editing. He's going really good there, but now because he has a limited amount of time and stuff, he rushes some of it. But we'll see. He did a little shout out to his friends the other day, and I think it was Fortnite that he recorded. But he just threw it up there quickly and didn't put up his snapshots and stuff. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, he's got to enjoy it as well, but if he wants to do it, he's got to do some things. Can't just play the game and throw it up. That's my job. Yeah, so Shadowcreeper8, that's Little Shadow. A few of my early rubbish there, when because part of the he wanted to do it, but Dad had to do it with him, so that's where I started. And then he goes and we talked to a few other YouTubers around the place, and then he tells me how good they are and how bad I am. Out of the mouth of babes. It's true, they are better than me, but that's fine. They've had more practice. Cool, I think I'll just do a couple more fields and get it all sorted, get it ready for tomorrow, and fast forward into tomorrow, so that the first day of autumn, it is summer, autumn, yeah, ready for the harvest and stuff. Got to make some more money. Certainly got to palletise a bit of the compost. Maybe get some more wood chip. Maybe get the wood chipper again and do stuff like get some more dough that way as well. I hate it when I get to a triangle pattern. yeah, if you get across to Shadowcreeper8, leave a like or comment and a bit of encouragement. Doesn't matter if you don't subscribe or don't watch any, or just watch a little bit. Give him some encouragement. Encouragement's what it's all about. He'll give you a shout out, make you famous. I'll get this last little touch just here. Anyway, Sim, I'm actually going to go through what I did after that stream. I did reset the world. I'm still back in Mexico. I reset it and I went down a completely different path because I gave it some thought about what I wanted to do. And I went domestic with a couple of international flights. So I'm actually going to stream where I'm at in that, and then move on, because I think I got about $58 million in the bank, and I've been purchasing aircraft, so I've been paying for the ones I've leased. Yeah, I'm going to go through that, and then I'm going to have a look at Airline Sim, Airline Empire, which is another aircraft simulating game, and this one is a little bit different. It's not so involved. Maintenance is not really a major factor in this, but passenger comfort is. Your seating, your services on board the aircraft come into play, as well as your scheduled routes and stuff. It is also multiplayer, which means there's aircraft all over the place, and it is competitive as well. So I'm going to do that one, and then there's another one which I will do, which is a lot more on the scheduling line of things, where you schedule your route for the week, and then you, if you want an aircraft to change routes, you can plan it, you can plan the maintenance, you can schedule it and look at the whole week as you do it on like a Excel sheet. That's what it looks like across the board there. You can slot in your times, you've got maintenance checks between flights you have to allocate. So there's a few different types out there. So I like it. It is, that airline sim is great. It is time consuming, of course. Time does fly very fast. They need to do some things where we can plan for an aircraft to replace another one when it comes up for its maintenance. So have a spare aircraft that continues the runs for those maintenance checks. I'm not talking about the B checks, which are 24 hours. I'm talking about the C checks, which are anywhere from 20 to, well, 7 to 20 days, depending on the aircraft type, where in the game it will take it offline, but you know, no one's flying the route. So it does have a few things there that needs to be able to change things around. That'll be the phone. And yeah, so it has a few things that would make it a lot more user-friendly, particularly if you're planning flights and stuff and aircraft routes. You don't take an aircraft offline for 20 days without replacing it, and you plan those things. You can't do it in that game. It will come offline, it will do the maintenance. The A and the B checks doesn't matter, but the C checks it will certainly do. I mean, if you do a D check on a 747, for example, you're looking at 90 days. So, and about $9 million, just in case you're wondering. But yeah, let's finish you off, get you up. So a way of programming that would be very handy, so that you say, for this C check, schedule it now and replace it with that aircraft. And then when you're not online, you know things are still going to go smoothly. You're not going to lose revenue. Your passengers, your reputation's not going to drop because you're not servicing a route. So the route reputation continues to grow. Your revenue continues to remain. Sure, you've got an aircraft floating around, but that's why you have a fleet of aircraft. Yeah, stuff like that. Cool. But yeah, so that will be I will go through that, and when I stream it, that probably be today. Depends on how I feel. I'll certainly be streaming something. There's quite a few I'd like to get stuck in and play. I've got to get back gold mining and check out my gold rush. I want to do some car mechanics as well, and a few other simulators. I want to flip between a few of them today. I want to do the truck mechanic, maybe not today, but the truck mechanic, the farm mechanic, all train mechanic, all those kind of sims. Flip through the lot and have a bit of a fun day. So fix a car, fix a truck, fix a tractor, fix a train. Yeah, just a bit of fun. But just going to finish this paddock off, and then that will be this episode. Don't think I need to do anything else. Just want to get these grass into the silos before I go into autumn. I'm not sure how long before. I'm pretty sure the grass stays for a while. I'll have a look in a second. Pretty sure it stays right up until the beginning of winter, but I want to get as much stored up as we can. So if I get it off, some of those other ones will hang on. I've got to decide whether I'm buying or leasing those fields, so I've got to make some money as well. Got to see if I can get a few followers on here. See if I can get to affiliate. But I got to find people that are happy to that happy with what I play. And people that talk should be good. It's good when you're here, but you know. Good discussions, a lot of conversation. Very, very good. Got to track Firmbie down too. Oh, damn, I've done it again. Got to get back into space. Can I get through there? You reckon I can get through down there? It does look like a road. Oh yes, I want a bridge across here. If you've seen the mod one I did, looking at some of those mods, that's where I want to have a bridge. So I've got to find a mod that I can actually build a bridge. See what a mod will actually build a whole map for me. That'd be cool. Went for a bit of Euro Truck the other day, so I'm going to do that. Went on the multiplayer to have a little look. So I just got to set up the controls again, the steering and the gears and the pedals, connect them back in, and do a bit of that. That's a late nighter, those ones, with a few people from the UK, so that'll be fun. But yeah, I think I've got to spend more time on Twitch, less on YouTube. Like I said, 1,000 subscribers is a big ask. Oh, House Flippers comes out, was delayed actually. I think it was due out this week, but it's been pushed back. They're adding in extra languages. So I want to give that a run, because I kind of like stuff like that. So that will be a automatic purchase the moment that... Oh, I could have cut through there. Automatic purchase the moment that comes out for me. So I can give that a run. I saw it, well, I've been watching it for a little while, but I saw it on Coco Sip's stream. She's pretty good actually, check her out. She's on Twitch and YouTube. Saw it on Coco, she got the keys and gave it a run. Yeah, it's kind of one of those games that's down my alley, as you would say. Got to get back on the islands and do a bit of survival. Want to get back into a bit of Ark as well. I've got so many things I want to do. I've got to set up a schedule. Really got to set up a schedule. I think I've got to retire from work. Yeah, Foxy, I think she did play it, didn't she? Yeah. They've done a lot of work on it with regards to the tools, and you can now knock out walls and change the window frames and the door frames, and they've done a hell of a lot of work. So, and it was pretty smooth operating system, so that's pretty good. I've been trying to win free keys forever, but no, everybody can't win free keys. Foxy's building in the forest has gone a long way, hasn't it? It's huge. I've got to get over and have a check when next time she's on the forest. I like that game. Must give it a go again. Got a whole world set up. Multiplayer, all the defences, but so, oh geez, some of the creatures are just going straight through the walls. I actually got to get someone on with me that knows their way around, because I get lost going down the caves, trying to find the caves and stuff. So just one more field to go, that's it. Those ones over there, I'm not going to lease. I am going to try to purchase that whole strip down there bit by bit. I'll pop a little link in later on for Foxy Gaming. So you can check out her channel. She's quite entertaining. Running around in the forest, trying to survive against the cannibals. It's a great game to play at night. I tell you, you play it at night in the dark. It scares the hell, and the sound up, the sound effects up, scares the hell out of you. I tell you, I love it. It's, scared the shit out of me sometimes, quite frankly. Chill. I think I'll just survive in 7 days for a little while first, level 80, so that's certainly suffering a little bit there. Hey Javim, welcome back, buddy. Man, you've been up all night, dude. You're going to be exhausted. Man, you better do a bottle run before you go to bed, because you're going to be too tired to go get some couple of beers for tonight. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, there's the water point. I want to be able to get across there somewhere. I know I can cheat and put in a weighbridge, but it's kind of... Oh, there is a bridge. But then I can't get across this one. Yeah, right. Yeah. I want to turn that into an industrial park. I want to turn those blocks into an industrial park full of all kinds of different mods. Not straight away, but down the line. And then reactivate it at a later stage. Found some fascinating and pretty cool mods that would go really well on this particular map. Okay, so I'm just going to do this one, this line, pick up this line. Still going to be a little bit left to do, but that's fine. My telephone tells me I need to ring my mum, got to ring my mummy, and my tummy tells me it's time to eat. And the clock on the wall says it's Matt's mum's going to be ringing again in a very short time, so get rid of all the real life stuff. Commonwealth Games. Oh yeah, yep. Over in Brizzy. Yeah, Commonwealth Games in Perth were 1962. Bit of trivia. In fact, I've got a camera sitting right next to me that was purchased in 1962 for the Commonwealth Games. And they took it to the Commonwealth Games, took all these photos, got them developed, and none of them worked. And the camera has never been used since. So Kodak, you're no longer in business, are you? You need to replace this camera. It's been faulty since 1962. What's your warranty? That'd be funny. I've got it next to me because I'm going to actually mention it to Firmbie because he's right into the camera stuff, of course. And Firmbie's a YouTuber, and yeah, check him out. Firmbie. Car mechanics, warships, stuff like that. He's a member of AG7 community, and yeah, a couple of communities. Australian streamers is one of my communities, and of course Aussie streamers, I should say, and the other one's West Aussie streamers. So a few good, pretty cool groups there. Okay. At least we didn't have the joys of old cameras. Yeah, dead right. At least you didn't have a $2 billion scam in Australia in the name of the Commonwealth Games. No. Happened in India. Construction contracts. We have a $1 billion scam here too. They call it the government. Yep, absolutely right. But unfortunately that scam's all over the world, isn't it? Hey? The government of some kind. Now, conspiracy theory. Are they all in cahoots with each other? Yeah? Are they really in conflict, or are they in cahoots? These are the questions that we will ask in the next episode. Think about your answer. And remember, Big Brother could be watching. Sorry. Hey, Big Brother. You can watch. I'm watching you too, pal. Yes, I do love some of the construction stuff. You know, oh, the government. Let's spend $2 billion on some construction that'll employ 100 people. Yeah, right. Yes. I'd rather have 100 people unemployed and $2 billion to go to something more worthy. You can employ a hell of a lot of people with $2 billion, not just 100. Yes. It's not the government's job to provide employment. It's the government's job to encourage conditions that are conducive to people employing. It comes to a stage where you can't trust an Indian on the phone. Yeah, it's not that. You know, again, they're doing a job, but you know, it's annoying as crap. I don't even like people ringing me, let alone telemarketers. But again, doesn't matter where they're from. People ring me on the phone. Annoys me. Private numbers are what annoys me, really. Private numbers. I understand the need for them, but I'm not going to answer a private number because I don't know who it is. I like to know who's ringing me. And we are at a stop. Not really about the stupid Microsoft scams, it's simply others being idiots. Yep. This is more like Paradise Paper level scams. The owner of Force India Formula 1 team is a loan default of 1.5 billion. That's the actual kind of stuff you're talking about. Yeah, I tell you, there's a lot of paper millionaires, billionaires, lots of stuff that people appear to be rich and they're not. And a lot of people take things on face value, and of course they're going to get caught out. I did have many years in a financial institution, seen it all, but I've seen it all. Yeah, the Queen of England evades tax. Yeah, it was her right, you know. So she was in charge of the whole lot, and she did own the whole lot effectively. That's a scam in itself, you know. I don't think that's legit. You know, do you assume ruling a country by force? You don't own the shit, you know. If he scams so much, he should quit running his team on a shoestring budget. Yeah. Yeah. Nah, there's lots set up businesses and borrow based on perceived their perceived status, you know. They're beyond question, and really they should be questioned in greater depth. I can't mention any names, but that's some things that happened in Western Australia back a few years back. Again, those elite businessmen and their government support and corruption. And I can say corruption because someone was charged and went to prison. Straight up fraud. Banks were involved. Of course, nothing happens to them. Taxpayer pays for it, of course. Yeah. Cars. Yeah, that's a funny one. Actually, talking about cars, I actually got a racing game. Project Cars, I think it was. What did I get? Just get off this page, it's driving me crazy. No, it's stuck behind a screen, can't do anything with it. Project Cars, I think it was. I'll have to give that a run. Made 2.2 billion from a BWT sponsorship. Again, it's siphoning money around the place. Some of this stuff, you know, is designed to move money from one point to the other, and claim it back as deductions and stuff like that. This is not. Yeah, no, I'm not going to go into that. Makes me cranky. Okay, let's see if I can find what I'm looking for. Let's go into my little library there. Project Cars 2 is what I got. And I've been for a quick drive. Man, I can't even drive down the test track. Well, not with keyboard controls, so I'm going to hook up the steering, the pedals and the gears again and take that for a spin. Not this very moment, but certainly one of my plans there. Do love the old car games, Truck Simulator, American Truck, Euro Truck, Project Cars, even Gold Rush is vehicle stuff, so that's pretty good. Got to do a bit of squad too, haven't done that for a while. Bit of Rust, haven't done for a while. I think I got too many games. I've got some rippers that actually are just hard. Hunter Killer, submarine one. 688 Hunter Killer. I've had that for a while, but I think you need people on that one. That's toughy. Can't run a submarine by yourself. Was it? I was like that at first. Tried the Escort. It's a good learner car. Yeah. Frankly, every single team owner except Mercedes and has had owners or team principals who've scammed a lot of money at one point in time. Hell, even Bernie Sanders has had dozens of tax evasion cases against him. It's the normal in that type of arena. You know, people don't become rich by giving all their money to the tax department, I can tell you. You know, if you're paying taxes in accordance with the way everybody else pays it, you're not going to become rich. But if you can deflect where your taxes are going and how it's structured and stuff like that, then of course you get to retain it in some form. Whether it's in your name or not, it's another story, of course. Gold Rush did have a big update. They sure did. Extra large water pump. Oh, and a gas pump. And a gold nuggeter now. The update I want for that is a multiplayer. So that'd be pretty cool. A bit of a multiplayer thing. Have a little look through and see what's in there actually. Let's get out of this. Let's have a little look, see if I can bring something else. Just going to go off screen for a second. No, actually I better do these phone calls. I'm going to leave it there for the moment. I'll probably be back in about 45 minutes to an... what's the time now? That's the clock. 12:30. I'll be back at 13:30 Western Standard Time for Australia. So that's 45 minutes from now. I hope to have your company back then, and thanks for your company at the moment. It's been much appreciated. It's always good to have someone chatting in the background, someone to talk to, someone to bring up some topics. And yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed the little chat, and I will see you in 45 minutes. If not, thanks for your company, and I'll see you next time. And Mortel, it's good to have you with us, mate. And Shavim, as always, it's always good to have you both around, and I appreciate the company and the support.